Hello. Today my topic is privacy in the workplace. Introduction. Workplace surveillance is increasing due to advancements in technology, particularly AI-powered monitoring tools. Employers use various methods such as keystroke logging to track how employees are typing on keyboards, video surveillance to monitor them via cameras in offices or remote settings, GPS tracking to monitor employees' locations through company devices or vehicles, and biometric data collection, fingerprinting or facial recognition for access control. These tools are meant to enhance security, improve productivity, and ensure regulatory compliance. However, these practices raise ethical concerns regarding employee privacy, autonomy, and mental well-being. We'll explore the rise of workplace surveillance, legal regulations, ethical concerns, and best practices for balancing monitoring and privacy. The rise of workplace surveillance. The use of workplace surveillance has significantly expanded, particularly the rise of remote work and hybrid work models. According to Gartner 2022, 60% of large companies now monitor remote employees, compared to 30% in 2019. AI-driven monitoring tools allow companies to track employee productivity, communication, and browser and app usage. Companies argue that these tools increase accountability, prevent security risks, and improve operational efficiency, according to a Forbes article from 2023. Surveillance is also common in retail, logistics, and warehouses, where companies track movement and efficiency. However, excessive monitoring creates distrust, lowers morale, and raises ethical concerns about autonomy. Employee privacy concerns. Employees are increasingly anxious about being constantly monitored. According to an ExpressVPN study from 2022, 59% of remote employees feel uncomfortable in the workplace with surveillance. 41% believe excessive monitoring negatively affects their mental health. Many surveillance tools blur the line between work and personal life tracking. Personal emails, private messages, location data outside of work hours, and social media activity. There's a lack of transparency. Many employees are unaware of the extent of the monitoring. Companies often do not disclose how this data is collected, and many employees fear disciplinary actions based on misinterpretation of collected data, according to a Washington Post article in 2022. Bias in AI monitoring. Facial recognition tools have higher error rates for women and people of color, according to a study from ACLU in 2021. And AI surveillance can misinterpret body language, tone of voice, or productivity patterns, leading to unfair assessments. The legal landscape and regulations. The United States. No comprehensive federal law governs the employee monitoring in the United States. The ECPA, or the Electronic Communications Privacy Act, allows employers to monitor workplace communications with business justification or employee consent. Department of Justice 2022. Some states have passed stronger protections, like the CCPA of the California Consumer Privacy Act. It grants employees the rights to over personal data collected by the employers. And the Illinois Biometric Information Privacy Act, the BIPA. It regulates the collection of biometric data such as fingerprints and facial scans. legal gaps are very present in U.S. laws. U.S. laws are outdated and inconsistent across the states, and employees in some industries or locations have little to no protection from invasive monitoring. In the EU, the General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, enforces strict privacy protections for employees. European Data Protection Board from 2020. Employers must provide a legitimate reason for monitoring. Employees must be informed and give consent before personal data is collected. Companies must use proportional and transparent monitoring methods. The GDPR serves as a global model for employee privacy laws, with other regions adopting similar policies. Other global regulations include Canada. Provinces like Ontario and British Columbia require employers to inform employees of any electronic surveillance. In Australia, laws vary by state with stricter requirements for workplace surveillance in New South Wales and Victoria. Many experts argue that U.S. laws should adopt GDPR-like protections to ensure fair workplace privacy policies. Balancing business interests and employee privacy. Transparency. Employees should clearly communicate surveillance policies. Employees should understand what is monitored, why, and how data is used, according to Pew Research 2023. Limit monitoring to work-related activities. Employers should avoid tracking personnel messages. Employers should avoid tracking personal messages or activities outside work hours. Surveillance should be proportionate, not overly intrusive. Implement strong data protection measures. Companies must secure sensitive employee data to prevent breaches. Encryption, access restrictions, and clear data retention policies should be in place. Trust-based work culture versus excessive surveillance. Studies show employees perform better when they feel trusted. Encouraging self-management and accountability fosters a positive work environment without excessive monitoring. Businesses can improve productivity without violating privacy by setting clear expectations and fair performance evaluations. Conclusion. Workplace surveillance is growing as businesses seek to enhance productivity and security. However, excessive monitoring raises legal, ethical, and psychological concerns. Inconsistent U.S. laws leave many employees vulnerable to invasive surveillance, and the GDPR and state-level protections offer models for better privacy regulations. To balance surveillance and privacy, businesses should implement transparent and ethical monitoring policies, respect employee rights while ensuring security, and prioritize trust and fairness over excessive control. As technology evolves, stronger privacy laws and ethical workplace practices will be essential for a fair work environment. Thank you.